Hello, and welcome back to the Joker Spotlight. Today we have a special edition of the Spotlight. This is the Twice Orlando concert review. Yes, so I went to the Twice concert. It was a great show. Recommend Twice, especially live. So let's go ahead and jump on into this. It was held at the Kia Center. Kia Center is kind of downtown downtown Orlando area. Cool looking palm trees. Good little place. Not so little, but good place. Um, if you look here, Geidel or Idol, however you want to pronounce it, is coming on 8/11. So y'all need to talk me into going into that show. I'm always on the edge of Geidel. I've done some of the reviews. Go check them out. So let's keep going. So in line, um, awesome people in line. Once fans. Onces are very cool. Got some cool photos for Momo and Che. Got some pipe cleaner candy bombs, and some guy was handing out ducks for some reason. Not sure what all that was, but they're still cool. And this thing right here is a piece of the confetti that they popped out of the cannon. So if you check out one of my short views, you'll see I have one with Momo and some confetti. It looks pretty cool. Looked like springtime, somebody did mention. But thank you for everybody who's gave out the freebies. They're always great. I did give out some freebies myself. Um, the cool thing was people really enjoy receiving them. Even go check out my short video for what types I was handing out. Wish I did more, but it is what it is. It was really cool because one person even put one of the keychains right onto their light sticks. That was awesome. That was awesome for me, just knowing that they were just enjoying it. So big stage arena, as you can see here. I was here, row 13, 7-4. If y'all sat beside me, please let me know because of the people around me was pretty cool. So stage is here. You had a outline. So I sat here. We'll talk about the disadvantage of this area here, this here, and this here, and especially this side of the stage for some reason. It felt like they were always pointing the other way. So Momo is my bias, and we'll talk about my other biases here in a second. Um, Felt like she was always on this side of the stage or had her back turned to me. I'm not thrilled with this concept. It was a unique experience. I've never been to one of these. This is my third concert, and this is the largest by far. I've been to Rolling Courts, which was a really small, intimate concert, and then Everglow concert, which is a concert hall, pretty much what it was, and it felt very good. So the difference between like this and the concert hall is I thought I was able to hear a little better because concert halls are built for more acoustics than a stadium is. So pretty much this is my view from my seat. It's a great seat. Can't take nothing away from where I was sitting at. The only wish was I could have been maybe 14, 15, 5 or 6. Eh, but still 13. The seat I got was a VIP seat, um, which actually turned over into a non-VIP seat at some point, and I did get that. So I did not go to the VIPs sound check and everything. It just wasn't in my favor for that. But yeah, this is the view. Very cool. Very big. Good seat. So just for reference, when they were on the other side of the stadium, this was my view. This is how I saw them. That was it right there. So something else cool that they did a lot of interaction with the audience, which was cool. So they got Twice This Is 4 logo, and they actually put people into the 4. And at one point I didn't take a picture of, they did invert it. So it was pretty cool. And this guy right here, I'll make mention of him later, just point him out. He knew what he was doing. Okay, so before the concert started, they went through and played trailers of all JYP's groups, right? One of my other favorite groups of JYP is ITZY, so I kind of got a video of that. So I don't know if this is a gauge if they're hearing everybody cheer for their other favorite groups to bring them to town. I don't know. We'll figure that out. I know ITZY's got a tour. I'm hoping they come to where I'm at, so I'm able to go and give y'all another great review. Okay, so the screen, as you can see, they can lower it and higher. This is the same screen this is twice this is for us. They can lower it, higher it. They very much utilize the screen in the whole concert, which was cool, which is something that you had the capability, let's do it. So this is the start of the concert. This is what they did. Okay, so that was the intro into their concert. So that's how it started off. It was fun. It was great beginning. I loved it. So this is kind of their introductions of each other. So I'll go ahead and start with this. Yes, I'm following them also.
What's my name?
So I assumed all the other all the other members was going to do that exact same thing because we all know who they are, right? We're not familiar with who's who, okay? So when I finally caught my bearing of what was going on, I kind of stopped for some reason, and I picked back up with the end of Chewie. So because I thought they were gonna go, Chewie's gonna go, what's my name, and everybody's gonna yell Chewie, but she didn't.
It's our second showing in Orlando.
첫 번째 콘서트인 것처럼 열심히 돌아봅시다.
Let's have lots of fun.
어제부터 원스들의 소리가 장난 아닌 것 같아요.
Continue from yesterday. Your cheering and your screams are so loud. I'm gonna look forward to more tonight.
놀아주신 만큼 끝까지 같이 놀아주셨으면 좋겠어요.
And as you waited for us, let's have lots of fun until the end.
Yeah, and I don't know why I missed Mina's, and I don't know what that last bit of camera. I'm not the best cameraman, so you have to forgive me for that. But as you can see, I was kind of like in between the big screen and the and the members. It's kind of one of these things like I don't know where to look. That was the one of the issues I've seen with this concert is like, should I be watching the screen? Should I be watching the members? I know I'm sitting closer where I can see the members, so people that sitting further back having the big screen is great, but sometimes when you're right there in that middle, is like, should I be looking at the screen? Should I be looking at the members? And I'm thinking at one point in my head is like, I'm here to see them in person, not on a screen. So I kind of try to get a little bit more focused in on the members. So this is one of the better shots of the night. You can see they're all facing the audience. You can see where we are missing our dear Chaeyoung and Daehoon. Probably should be sitting here and here facing us. Yes, but yeah, this picture looks cool because it does kind of glow. It does glow. So since I'm talking about the missing members, they have this big screen that they utilize, so maybe they should have, like, during the introductions, to have the two members that are missing to come on and say, hey, hello, I'm here for y'all. Sorry that I can't make it. I think the audience would have appreciated that. Even if it was just a video of them talking, that'd be fine. So JYP, please take note. That is for y'all future concerts. If a member can't make it, because Daehoon and Che is my other biases, and I would have loved to have seen them at least in person. But if y'all could have a 30-second of them just saying hi, that would have been great. So they did have little boxes up here that you can see. So this is actually a video. So let's play this one. So that's kind of, if you're trying to watch the screen and the performance at the same time, that's what you're going to get. Yeah, you can see them a little bit better on the screen, but we're here to see them in person. That's what I'm going to get to. Okay, sorry about that. Clicked the wrong thing. Okay, so during like costume changes, outfit changes, they did change outfits a couple of times. Usually, most concerts I go to is the end before the encore. They put on the tour shirt before they perform, but this time they did it in the middle of the concert, so they had some time taking to do. So this is kind of weird. These are like JYP ads or for Twice or Hypnotics, whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to show you all this real quick. It's very interesting. This had nothing to do with nothing, in my opinion. It's cool that you can see through the screen. So props to the people who made this screen, because you can see the lady that's in there dancing. I'm assuming that's just a backup dancer. Okay, we're going to stop right there. So if you can see here, they are on this side of the stage. They have the screen all the way down. They knew that people on the other side couldn't see it, so they did this for reference. So it's good and bad because you're here to see them in person, right? It's good that you still were able to see what was happening on the other side of the stage. It's still a unique experience because of this screen. So I don't want to complain too much, but I'm going to. So more of JYP Hypnosis here. It's still had, in my opinion, had no lead up to the song that they performed right after that. Don't know why they chose that. It's cool, but still, it wasn't like unique. So this is, in my opinion, a little bit better because it is Elise's Twice that we're watching. Yeah, so at least that was Twice. It went on for another minute or so as they changed outfits. Ugh, I hate that. Okay. So the most unappreciated backup dancers are usually most unappreciated, right? So I took a video of them. I included them because they were standing right there in front of me, so I couldn't help not to do this. So I wanted to show you the backup dancers. They were all very good dancers. Yeah, so they're all very good. So I got a couple more clips. Yeah, so they're very good at dancing. They're just underappreciated because everybody's watching Twice, and probably the person next to me is like, "Why is this crazy guy filming the backup dancers?" Well, they're still part of the show. Okay, at some point during one of the outfit changes and getting ready for the next stage, they did a live band, which is pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool that they have a live band. So they gave them props, which I think is pretty cool. But I'm gonna play this and then I'm gonna explain something I thought of while I was filming this. Okay, so this went on for maybe another minute to 2 minutes or so. So I stopped filming at this point because I felt like I'm here to see Twice. Love the idea that they gave props to the band. I love the personal touch that they gave to have a live band. That's all awesome and everything. But if I was going to a rock concert, yeah, I'd be going to a rock concert, right? Probably go see QWER, Rolling Courts, or Bandmate or something like that. So still props to them, but I wanted to see more FaceTime with Twice. It's just what I'm there for, right? Okay, so this is What Is Love. This is one of the infamous things, so I had to add it. So I watched the full screen because of they were sitting on the other side of the stage when they did this, so they weren't on my side, so I couldn't film it the other way. Oh, sorry. We'll get to listen to it again. Oh, yeah, we'll get to listen to it again. Oh, maybe not. What is it doing? Oh, sorry. Technical difficulty. So we're gonna have Neon sniffing Chewie's shoulder here in a minute. I've missed that when I was watching, and I saw somebody did a short for it, so I actually captured it on the full screen. There she goes. Sniffing Chewie's shoulder. Yes. Okay, so this is some interaction between us and Twice. They're talking to us essentially. So we'll go listen in.
That is incredible.
귀가 이제 간지럽기까지 하는 것 같아요.
I think my ear is like itching now.
아까 봤어요. 우리 피아노 선생님까지 핸드폰 이렇게 찍으셨어요.
I saw our camera person recording.
네, 가볼까요, 여러분?
Now, shall we?
Okay, so let me see.
일단 손
Okay,
들어봐요.
placement. Good. Oh, ooh, hit the wrong button.
일단 손 들어봐요.
But honestly, raise your hand if you did take a shot.
So I totally missed what they were talking about a shot. That I don't know if I zoned out just being into the moment of Twice for this whole conversation. I also could barely hear because it was hard to hear with a lot of people screaming in the audience and cheering.
근데 많지 않을 수도 있어요. 네, 햇빛 많이 받으면 비타민 D가 있나 봐. 에너지가 진짜
I think you guys have a lot of vitamin D thanks to sunlight. That's why you're so energetic and you're so cool and happy.
저희가 그 에너지를 받고 가는 것 같아요.
Thanks to you guys, I think we're getting that energy from you.
그 소리 지르는 것부터 조금 달라.
Just the way you guys scream, it's a little different. It's amazing.
I believe that was Neon screaming.
일단 손 들어봐요.
But honestly, raise your hand if you
인형 끼고 있는데도 귀가 약간 먹을게요.
have my in-ear on and my ears like kind of hurting from all the screaming.
에너지 주는 모습을 보니까 마지막 남은 저희 곡이 너무 기대가 돼요.
You guys are carrying yesterday energy and today it's amazing as well. And I'm really looking
근데 이 현상들로 다음 곡의 응원법이 굉장히 기대가 돼요.
with this incredible volume. I'm looking forward to the next song, Chanting.
사실
The last song is what's part?
좀 도시가 그래도 생각이 좀 나더라고요.
So I remembered and I was thinking of the city that did the chant loudest. What's part?
Okay, so I think that we cheer the loudest probably here because of we don't get too many groups to come through here. I think that's why we're so excited when we do get a great K-pop group come through. Also, during the Everglow concert, we had them say the similar thing that they could hear us scream and cheer into their headpiece. So it was very interesting that they said this too. So it's done twice and twice. It's been twice for me, right? That they said that the cheering was so loud that they could hear it and their ears were itchy. So yeah, Everglow said it, twice said it, so there's something to, I guess, people in Florida. So something uniquely they done, and here's the guy in the green shirt or green outfit who dressed as the Hulk. I told you I knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. So they did have like a dance-off type fan cam where they're in a stadium. They used the fan cams. That's a great added to this. It gave the fans to interact and do stuff other than just sit there or stand there and watch. I thought this was pretty cool. So he knew what he's doing. He was prepared to be on that fan cam. He dressed as the Hulk, got called out for it, and lucky him, he was put onto the fan cam. That was pretty cool, pretty good for him. So we got some single shots of each member. So I'll run through this real quick. Yes, I knew Chewie was good at dancing. I didn't realize she was that great at dancing. She stood right there in front of us and did that. That was very, very good. Yeah, I love when they stand in front of us and dance. That was awesome. This is J-Ho here. Yes, something about J-Ho there. She's very energetic. That surprised me that she was so energetic as she was. Yeah, I sat around a couple of Chaeyoung fans. I'm pretty sure her outfit was very loved in Texas. I could never get Mina by herself to dance. That was the closest thing I found in all my videos I took. Just like Nanya there, I couldn't find, or Neon, find a single solo kind of dancing right there in front of me. That was the best I got as that one too. So Momo did dance in front of me, but I did like this one a little bit better for Momo. This is supposed to be my biases right here, this whole page. So Momo's the only one that showed up out of my 3 biases, so she gets a page to herself. Okay, so there was kind of like a video of Twice's journey through the years they had up. So I snagged this great still of Jaeyoung here. Um, they were all watching it. Supposedly this was supposed to be a karaoke with the audience that I heard from saw from another short video. So, um, please explain to me if I missed this, if you went to this concert, were we supposed to be singing as they were watching? I am not sure. I've kind of zoned out because of I was more watching the members, and then I glanced up at the screens like, oh, they're playing about the member. It was like memories of Twice, but I kept watching Twice watch the video. So we're getting close to the end here. This is their Photoshop with the audience. I did not take this. This is something they posted because of I was sitting on the corner and I would never got this great shot. Okay, so this is a bullet point page of everything that I was supposed to talk about, so I'll run through this real quick. Make sure I captured everything I wanted to talk about. Yeah, so just a little bit more FaceTime with the members would have been a whole lot better because it felt like we had the what I call the JYP ads and the Hypnotics and the band playing. We're there to see Twice. So a little bit more FaceTime with Twice because when I was at Rolling Courts, maybe I was spoiled because it was really small and they were there pretty much the whole time. Had my own thoughts about that concert. If you won't, go see the review I did for that one. And the pros and cons of the stage setup here is pretty much more people got to sit up front, which I didn't like. The large screen did enhance the view because they did use that a lot into the concert and able to see view up close views of the member, especially if you sat further back and wasn't straight up onto the stage. I'm sorry if you hear any music around me because I'm outside at the moment. So some of the cons was it was very hard to know where to look. Should I be looking at the screen? Should I be watching the members? It was kind of difficult to gauge where I should be looking at the times. I know when they were on the other side of the stage, I should be looking at the big screen, but I still wanted to see them live, right? More than just watching the screen because I could have stayed home and did that. Especially during the talking state segments that they did during the group interactions. That was hard to tell who was talking, especially if you were not watching the big screen. If you're watching the big screen, they zoomed in on them. If you're watching just the members, yeah, it was hard to tell. Yep, and if you're kind of like me, your eyes follow your bias around the stage. Um, yeah, so when she's on the other side of the stage, you're like, where is she at? So it's a bit difficult. And sometimes it was unclear to know where to look when they all definitely broke apart because you want to watch them all, right? Yes, I have a bias. Momo is my bias, but I still was there to see all of them. So if I had to redo this again, and if I had the option of the second show, I would go to the second show. First one, I would do where I was sitting at on the side of the stage I was sitting at. The next one, I would go further up on the other side of the stage, especially if I knew my bias was hanging out on that side of the stage a little bit further. So that's what I would do and watch the big screen more than just the members themselves. That is what I would do, especially in the concert setting. So something I usually do, I usually do like looking at the environment around me. I do enjoy that. Something I did not do this time. I don't know why I didn't. I would walk around the venue more because they did have some pictures of each member set up, or you could have took pictures with them, with the banners and whatnot. Not the girls, sorry, the banners. Don't freak out that your concert didn't have that. So yeah, that would have been cool. And also, I would have thought I would have made more of the keychains to pass out. If you haven't seen those short videos of them getting made, go check those out. And top three surprises of the night was definitely Mina and Momo. So much prettier in person. I was, I knew all of them were very pretty, but those two really surprised me how pretty they were. Really surprised me. Jo is definitely more energetic on the stage than any other member. I was so thoroughly surprised on that. I thought she would be one of the not so much energetic, but she was so energetic. And something that it felt like for the Orlando Twice concert, I don't know if this was because they're just getting a bit wore down, or they're trying to save some energy for the next day. I know they one set went to Universal and the other set went to Disney after this concert. I don't know how they mustered up the energy to do that, but I know I was wiped out the next day. So props to them for making two concerts and then still going out and having some fun. I'm happy for them that they're able to do that, especially when they're in Florida, right? So I feel like we got the more professional Twice because not so much pranking was going on during the concert, like you've probably seen where they were fooling around with each other and everything. So, but overall, it's Twice, right? Twice is phenomenal. They're great. So, yes, Twice put on a great show. I loved it. Well, I would love to do it again for Twice, especially I would love to see um Jay and Daehoon in person because of I did miss it, and I would wish they were to put like some type of pre-recorded video or a quick video call just to say hello. And I think people would have enjoyed that, especially if you had one bias, which was Jay, and you were really wanted to see Jay or Daehoon. It's one of those things like I wish they could have done something for those people who had those as their bias. That would have been fun. And I'm pretty sure a 10-15 second call pre-prepared video wouldn't have killed anybody, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments below. So I put this again because I thought I was going to go through and talk about my seat. So because I sat here, right? So next time, if I would been able to go, I would have sat further up and maybe in the club seats for back here, lower level, probably club seats, or way up here, That would have been cool. And I think you would have got to see the big screen a little bit more than where I was sitting at. So that's why I put this page in there. Also, the last page, if if I misspelled anything, I'm not an English major. Sorry. Okay. So at the end of the concert, they lowered this back down, put Twice. This is 4. This is a great photo. Feels like something I would love to have as my background on my screen at some point. I'm probably going to do that after this, because that's a great, very, very cool. So that is my review of Twice. So if you went to Twice's concert, please let me know in the comment below. If you went to the Orlando concert, please let me know in the comments below. If I'm one of the ones that gave you a keychain, please let me know. If you're on the doubts of going to see Twice, even if your bias isn't there, I would say still go, because it was a great experience, especially this unique stage setup. even though I've complained about it a little bit of how you're on one side, they're on the other, don't know where to look, I would still go because it is a unique setup experience. You won't regret it. So, if you went to the Twice concert, definitely give me a thumbs up. If you like my review here, give me a thumbs up. If you like to hear more, like and subscribe. And if you want a Geidel concert review, let me know in the comments. Let's say, convince me to go to it. Also, like and subscribe, and have a very blessed day. Thank you.